corner is on the inside. On the left-hand side of your screen is Eric Salomon in this very quick Lotus 23B, a magnificent racing car with a long history behind it. Peter Goff going through the oval corner first. That's the new oval that is raced here at Killarney, and that's Peter Goff. Eric Salomon right in there, and looks like it was Clive Wilmot in third place, with Chris Costa in the Porsche Tiger next, and there's Louis Dioga in the Car Electric Elf right in behind Chris Costa. Up towards a Sabat corner, and it's Peter Goff in this magnificent Porsche. That's his road motor car. He blew the racing car up yesterday, and he's racing this in this race. In second place, Eric Salomon. That's Clive Wilmot in the replica Lotus 7. Then it's the Porsche Tiger of Chris Costa down the back straight, down towards Cape Town corner, and what a start for Peter Goff. But Eric Salomon will be very happy with this. You see the pace now, the straight line speed of that Porsche Tiger, just powering past some of the cars down into the bottom turn. Clive Wilmot is there. There's the Elf, and here is Arnie, Fat Arnie. He's going through in the BMW as the field comes down through the bottom turn, through Cape Town turn, through the King, down past the pits, and that is that BMW of Fat Arnie.
And looking very much like the Huntstuk BMW race many years ago. Peter Goff's going to be a hard man to beat here. He was through in pole position. There is in that RSR Porsche, of course, a champion in saloon cars and sports cars, way back in the late 50s and 60s, and still a flyer. He lives up in the Transvaal now, but of course he's a Cape Townian. He used to work out at Stellenbosch as well. That's where he learned the car industry experience. We've got Eric Salomon next. There's Chris Costas. And looking very good, Clive Wilmot in that Lotus 7, looking very, very nice. The Louis Dioga car, we believe, is the Elf, but it's, oh, they nearly lost that there. Did Eric Salomon, as Peter Goff powers away there in the front. The man expected to give him trouble should be Chris Costas, and also Eric Salomon in that Lotus 23 replica, or an Elf as they're calling it at the moment. A packed Killarney. This is a 10-lap race. It's over 33 k's, and Killarney has really risen to the occasion at this Indian international meeting for the super touring cars. And this is the sort of program they're putting on. They've got brought cars down from Johannesburg and all over the reef. We've got the Cape Townian with some beautiful motor cars they're racing down here, and Louis Dioga moving in. He's caught Clive Wilmot, and that Lotus 7 goes on the inside. It's very much a replica. Oh, and they Louis just misses Salomon coming around that Cape Town corner. He lost it there on the wet surface, which has been put down there securely for the touring cars, due to race here later this afternoon.
Certainly, that was close. That car of Louis Dioga it's got a 2-litre Alpha engine. It was built by Louis, and the car that he nearly hit, that Eric Salomon in the Lotus 23B, that shell of Louis' car was actually taken off of the 23B that Eric Salomon's racing.
3.5 laps to go, just less than that in this race. And we are focusing attention at the moment on Chris Costas in the Porsche Tiger in second position, just lapping the slower cars. And we see number 4 going off there is Jay van Black in his Lotus 7, is that? It's the Lotus 7.
That's right, that's a replica. Yeah. That's the FBH replica.
For a young man, eh?
That's the FBH replica of Johan van Black. Yes, very quick car, does very well down here in the classic and historic car racing.
Now, if you ask about the difference in speed and how come you can have a sports car like this one of Chris Costas racing against much slower cars, of course, what they do is they divide these cars into classes based on their speeds and their lap times. So therefore, you'll find that the Class A cars, for instance, such as this one, are the faster cars going right down to Class E, which are the slower cars. And these cars are all older than 1975, Buster.
That's correct. And there we see, just coming out of the oval section, that is the Vodacom Porsche of Chris Costa. Magnificent motor car. As Roger was saying, it was an open top. They put that top on it. It's far more aerodynamic now, and it seems to handle a little bit better, as Chris says, with the top on it. But here's our leader. That is Peter Goff in that Porsche, and he is so quick. He's coming down a complete lap 8. He's on his 8th lap. He'll have 2 laps to go when they come past us through Cape Town corner, and he drives his car immaculately. He's so quick. He's so smooth. A man with years and years of top experience behind him. Been South African champion a number of times. And we see, even at his age last year, he won Class A in the West Bank Challenge. Down towards Condi corner. Sets it up on a wide line. You've got to be careful you don't turn into this corner too early. That's what he does. You see he runs away from the curb. He'll now turn it in into the apex, and he runs it out wide with Chris Costa coming through in the Vodacom Porsche next. up onto the oval. This oval, since they've brought it here to Killarney, has been so successful. It really has, with competitors and spectators. The oval has done a marvelous job to really boost oval track racing here at Killarney.
Well, oval track racing has always been very popular, of course, thinking of the older days, 10, 12 years ago at Goodwood, when you used to have 20,000 people watching the oval track racing at Goodwood showgrounds. But Peter Goff, he's slowing down a little bit now. I think he knows that he's got the race in the bag. He had a 15.5-second lead on the previous lap, but that gap is now down to just under 15 seconds. He's just easing off. He's got about a lap and a half to go before he's going to take the checkered flag. Of course, providing that nothing goes wrong in the car or with the driver. Coming down the long back straight. Oh, somebody else again getting it wrong. That's Andrew Sickler in another replica of Lotus 7. He just got it wrong. It seems like that's on the inside of Sabat corner. It's a difficult corner. You've already mentioned it, Basil. It's a double right-hander, double apex corner, and you can very, very easily lose it there.
Certainly can. See, here comes one of the minis down on the outside as Peter Goff goes past. And that mini, that little mini is a supercar. Just talking to some of the drivers, they find that these cars are really difficult to drive. You've got to keep the power on, because if you don't, with a very short wheelbase, if you don't keep the power on in those old minis, they just swap ends, and it can be very difficult to drive.
And they were very good cars in their time. It's really revolutionized the handling of small motor cars. People thought small motor cars shouldn't handle. The Mini came along, the Isigonis car, and did. Goff in the lead. He's on his last half a lap as he comes out of oval corner, heads down towards Shell. Chris Costas has closed up on him 12 seconds behind. He closed up on 3 seconds. Then it's Louis de Jager. Clive Wilmot in the Lotus 7 is next. Eric Salomon is next in his Lotus. And Fat Arne, we can let you into the secret. Andre Honeyball in that Batmobile BMW is lying at the moment in 6th spot. That very impressive BMW. Mike Ward is next, Chart Kruger, and then Jay van Beek. So Peter Goff has got half a lap to go as he comes down towards us, come out of Sabat corner. As he gets onto the brakes there, he's just been passing car after car. What a confident driver, what a great champion. Saloon car and sports car champion was Peter Goff, and a West Bank modified saloon car champion in 1995. He drove the hot ones in Class A. So he's certainly capable. Hovering around the 60 years old mark. He's had a long history there as he comes up towards the flag. Lights ablaze. Peter Goff is going to win. He's going to be 12 seconds ahead of Chris Costas. Beautifully driven, well-prepared Porsche. Peter Goff wins yet another race. This time it's the Van Riebeek. There's Costas coming through in 2nd spot, and we've got another car not too far behind them. They'll be coming up. Here's the 3rd man coming below. Behind them, that's Louis de Jager. There he comes across the line, and behind me you've got Clive Wilmot. There he is, looking very nice. That 56, that Lotus 7, getting very late onto the break.
Peter Goff, another great win. Congratulations. You made it look so easy.
Basil, thank you. Yeah, you know why it's easy? Because the crowd at Killarney make it easy. The crowd cheer you on. You can see them. They talk to you with their hands. And I just love racing here. And yeah, I missed the start. I didn't know what was going to happen. There were no lights, and the guy threw a flag at us. But then from then, I just decided to just go. And the guys drive fantastically. They'll get out of your way when they see you coming. No, tremendous racing here. Really tremendous.
Yeah, Eric Salomon had a magnificent start.
Well, when he came past me, I realized the race was on, because I was waiting for the lights to turn, and the lights didn't turn. Nobody told me it was going to be a flag start. So anyway, yeah, he made a tremendous start. I thought he was going to be a worry in the beginning, and I thought Chris would be a worry. But I think the combination of the slightly wet circuit, like it rained at Holes and it rained at BP and it rained at Quarry, all the new corners, and they were very wet. And I thought there might be a problem, but at the end of the day, it was a good race.
And the second